Hello guys, I'm just rubbing my tobacco out. Thought I'd press record sooner rather than later. Smoking Samuel Gowith Wintertime Flake. I'm having a few bowls first, a few more bowls before I finally do the review. So today's video, should leave that there. That's what you got it jarred up in. Looks a lot more than what there is in there because of that big piece sticking up. There's only 50 gram in there. Nice labelled jar. You can see that. So we know what we're smoking. Today's video is for new guys wanting to delve into pipe smoking, that was probably like me at the start, watching YouTube videos, you know, diving into videos and just sneaking over that, you know, YouTube, having a look. So the easiest way I can tell you is, especially if you're in the UK, sit in front of your computer, okay, go to gqtobaccos.com, get yourself a starter kit. I was going to advise you to get a corn cob and a tin of tobacco, but for another £7 you might as well get the whole package starter kit, because in that you're going to get 5 times 10 grams of tobacco, you're going to get a 3-in-1 check tool, pipe cleaners, a pipe, and all the stuff you need, all the information. It's like something like, it's either $19.99 for the standard bent starter kit, the bent stem pipe, or $24.99 I think for the straight. I think it might have changed now, I don't know, but yeah, get yourself a starter kit, and it's exciting as well. You know, I still look forward to new tobaccos coming as well. This is the thing about the hobby as well. You realise that once you've bought your starter kit, you've got it, you're excited, you're gonna want to know how to pack it. So I'm going to show you that now. You know, people may say, oh no, you're doing it wrong, this, that and the other, but we all have our own way of doing it. So this is the way I do it. This is what works best for me. I've already pre-rubbed some out, which is in the tin there. So what I'm going to do, for the bottom of the bowl, I'm going to take a small 3-finger pinch, okay, I'm just going to drop it in there, and I'm going to tap the bowl, tap it so it finds its level. You know, don't be shy. I'm going to go around the world with this finger, you know, this one, because I think this finger on mine is too pointy. I want some surface area. I'm not cramming it, I'm just gently tapping and going around the world, around the edges. You still want that springiness within the old bowl after you've packed it. I'm going to grab another bit bigger pinch, whack that in, taking some away there. I'm going to tap it again, take a bit out, put too much in, tap the pipe again, let it find its level, push it down a bit, twist the pipe round, add a tiny bit more pressure than what you did the first time, and now your last pinch. Last pinch, look, just gently. I'm not forcing it. I still want that springiness in the tobacco, you know, so the air can I can suck air over the top of the tobacco and through the shanking the stem when I'm drawing on the pipe. Put a little bit more on. That's it. Oh. Like that. Put a bit more pressure than I did both of them too, but still trying to leave that springiness within the bowl, of the springiness of the tobacco. And I've made a right mess. So what you want to do now is the char light. Sometimes I can get it lit with one match. But what you're basically doing now, you want to create a scab, a kind of like charred tobacco scab, so that's going to protect the embers underneath for the tobacco that's not yet lit. That's why we tamp down when we notice we're getting less smoke. Sometimes it may be because you need a relight, but most times because you need a little tamp and maybe a little twist of your tamper, so you kind of jiggling and fucking things about up in there, which you're gonna set on fire. I'm just gonna drag the flame across the tobacco. I'm sucking in the flame. I'm not putting the flame actually to the tobacco. It's close. So just trying to get that charred layer. You can see it goes out. Don't worry about that. This is the false light. The char light, it's the same thing. You really, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to light it on that light. And now you're going to tamp it down a little bit. You're not going to force it down, just gently. See, you can see a charred layer building up, but there's areas that have been missed. Don't worry about it, just keep doing it. So we're going to do it again. You can actually touch this tobacco, but don't scorch it. You know, you're not wanting to light the pipe on these lights. You just want to create that scab to protect the unlit tobacco underneath. The burnt embers will be right underneath that scab, and this is acting as a protective layer, you see. And she's going now, 2 matches. You can see on that other side. So what we're going to do is just light it with a match now, because we're almost going. The scab's completely nice. And we're smoking. That's all there is to it. Easy. And unlike cigarettes, pipe smoking is about flavour. It's not about inhaling, you know. I don't advise you to inhale it. And nobody obviously under the age of the smoking age, whatever that is in your country. I think it's 17 here, 18, maybe even 16, because we're all fucked up. And you're smoking, and you just want to sip on the stem like sipping a nice fine wine, you know, through a straw. You're not sucking it like it's going to go out of fashion, you know. You're enjoying it, you're relaxing now. Like I say, unlike cigarettes, this isn't about inhaling. When you put the smoke in your mouth, roll it around in there, blow it straight out, whatever, these tobaccos are all designed to leave a beautiful taste of the tobacco on the palate, which is what they do, and they're all different. And it depends on the moisture content as well. I can't believe I got this lit with 2 matches, to be honest. Um, but this is perfect moisture. Like I say, for a Samuel Gowith blend, this is the best moisture content tobacco I've had from Samuel Gowith, and I love this. Is a bad tobacco, bad Latakia tobacco. Bad as in good, not it's a bad tobacco. It's not good. What you can do if it is wet after you've rubbed it out from the flake form, just rub it out in a ball in your hand, let it fall apart. You can do it vigorously, or I kind of put a tiny bit of pressure between the 2 hands and roll it in a ball, so the kind of tobacco's all swishing around on itself, and it opens up that way. And then I'll just maybe pinch it apart if it's too clumped up or stranded, stuff like that, and just sprinkle it so it's like this. Okay. Now I can feel I'm getting a little less smoke now, so I'm going to tamp it down very lightly still. Putting a little bit of pressure on there, nothing too heavy. Probably a bit more pressure than what the actual tamper weighs itself, you know, just that little bit. Go around and go in the middle, get it all packed down a little bit. Because then what you're doing, you're making that tobacco that's unlit underneath that scab be lit by the embers that are underneath that scab, come into contact with each other, and you'll get a nice consistent smoke all the way through the bowl like that. Good, man. It's the best thing I've done, pipe smoking. You know, obviously I've seen pipe stuff related for years and years. I'm 40 years of age. I've been smoking cigarettes for 30 years, but I'm off them now. I'm vaping. It's going well. Um, and I've always, you know, just put a blind eye to all the pipe side of stuff, and then come one time, thought, you know what really appealed to me was all the tobacco that was out there, you know. And I thought, well, I need to venture into something else now. You know, I've had enough of cigarettes. I want to see what this is all about, you know. And I'm glad I did. Really, really, I'm glad I did. Like I said, this hobby never gets boring. You know, you've always got that excitement of that next new tobacco coming in the post. I don't know whether that's just me, if I'm like a big kid or what, but no, I still get excited when, you know, I buy myself tobacco or somebody sends me a little sampler for 2 free bowls. I love it. I love it coming in the post. It's good. It's exciting all the time. It's and exciting for when you know you say you've bought your starter kit or a corn cob and a tin of tobacco. You go to buy your next pipe. It's excitement there as well, getting that new pipe, you know, to smoke that certain blending, you know, because if you like me, I make it a rule I don't smoke anything else in this pipe except for all Latakia blends. You know, I've smoked Pirate Cake in this. I smoked them at Baron's H&H Latakia, and I'm smoking the Samuel Gowith Latakia. You know, I won't be smoking a Virginia in this because I'm going to be tasting the Latakia from it, and vice versa. So this only smokes Latakia blends, you know. Then I've got other pipes that only smoke Virginia blends, and another pipe for vapor blends, another pipe for the Mississippi River, another pipe for the plum pudding. You know, I've got my basket pipe now smokes the Germain's plum cake, which in the morning with a sweet cup of tea is good stuff. And I'm not really an aromatic guy, but Jermaine's, he makes the historical blends, and as we all know, very hard to fucking get them. Pipe's gone out because I'm chatting. I've just had my dinner, so it's the perfect time for me to have this. Always have a pipe after my dinner. Sometimes I do have a pipe in the morning, but I've not recently, just been smoking at night. I'll probably have another bowl after this. So this is my first pipe of the day. So yeah, Latakia, I would advise, if you're going to smoke Latakia blends, not for beginners, I don't think. But you can, depends on your tolerance. This is medium nicotine. It's not high. Pirate Cake's pretty high. Well, it was to me anyway. Anyway, guys, I should wrap this up. Thank you for dropping in, and that was obviously not to my long-term subscribers and people on Instagram that have followed me for ages, but the new guys that want to see what and how to do stuff. So that was just a simple little video to let you all know that pipe smoking is the future. So thank you to all my subscribers as well. But like I said, this was basically for the beginners, the guys that may be looking into getting into pipe smoking. So yeah, it's all good. So as always, guys, thank you for dropping in, and light them pipes and tamp them light. Peace.